Nancy, your fiancé came to our parents' house today. Big yikes, if you ask me. Just when I thought so rare to see your text. What's up? What do you mean, big yikes? He only graduated from high school, right? That's right. You're marrying him? Yeah, that's why he came over to say hi. Wow, Nancy. So you were serious. What's so funny? No one has only a high school diploma nowadays. You'd have to go to college. At least for me. Yeah, for you. But I don't care. Wow. When he came to our parents' house with you, he seemed smart and intelligent at first glance. But when I heard that he graduated from high school, I was turned off at once. I thought he was just an idiot. Don't make fun of my fiancé. Besides, your attitude today was too rude. You were staring at him and laughing. I've never met a high school graduate before. It was so rare that I couldn't help but stare at him. Your fiancé, Ted, right? Ted couldn't study hard enough to go to college, right? Not really. Some people are good at studying, but choose not to go to college. Nancy, you're a total loser, aren't you? What? Marrying a guy with a high school diploma? I think it sucks more than being single all your life. He'll never get ahead in life, and he'll always be poor. Even if you have children, they will be made fun of if their parents have a high school education. I don't think so. You're acting tough again. Well, I guess it suits you. Unlike the beautiful me with many friends, you're just an ugly person with no friends. No wonder you can only marry a man from the bottom of the pile. Your mouth stinks, you know. But I'm telling you, he's not a bottom feeder. Huh? He graduated from high school, so of course he's a bottom feeder. I see. So that's all you wanted to talk about? What? You just wanted to make fun of us, didn't you? No, that's not it. Oh, yeah. When you came to our parents' house, actually, there's something I wanted to tell you. What? I'm going to marry my boyfriend soon. Wow, congratulations. And what's more, my boyfriend graduated from a prestigious university and works for a big company. He's so different from your fiancé, isn't he? He makes a lot more money than your average salaryman. I'm so glad I was born beautiful. Good men just flood to my side. Life's so wonderful for me. How do you like it? Aren't you jealous? Not really. I'm amused that you're acting tough as usual. Well, can't be helped. You've always been overshadowed by me. Mom and Dad love me more. They always get me what I want, even though you can't get any even if you beg. It's true that our parents spoiled you. Mom and Dad only cared about you. They didn't care about me. To be honest, there was no place for me at home. Poor thing. You were ugly and clumsy at the same time. If you want our parents to love you, why don't you behave in a way that makes them happy? Unlike you, I'm not good at that. I'm glad I left our parents' house early. But I did the obligatory wedding greeting, and I'm planning to invite Mom and Dad to the wedding ceremony. You're holding a ceremony? I am. You're kidding. How can you have money for a ceremony when your husband just graduated from high school? We're not poor because he just graduated from high school. We can at least have a wedding ceremony. Oh, really? So when's the wedding? About 3 months from now. I'll send you an invitation when I have more details. Ted, I'm sorry for making you uncomfortable today. My sister was rude to you. My parents were cold and dismissive until they heard about your true identity. I'm so sorry. I'm fine now, Nancy. Anna made fun of me from the beginning to the end, but your parents apologized a lot later. You don't have to worry about me. Besides, you had already told me what kind of people your family was. To tell the truth, it was pretty much as I expected. I see. I really didn't want to take you to my parents' house. I don't want to consider those rude people family. I'm going to stop seeing them after the wedding. Well, I can't be not totally involved with them, but I'll try to be as friendly as possible. Thanks, Ted. Nancy, I got the invitation for the wedding today. Me and my husband aren't going to the wedding. What? Do you have something to do on the day? No, but I'm not going. Because it's a wedding of a high school graduate and an ugly person. No one wants to go. Are you still talking like that, Anna? Your high school graduate husband probably earns a small salary, so the wedding will be very plain. And the food won't be much either, right? It's a waste of money and time. Well, you don't have to come. What? You and your husband don't come. Wait a minute. You'll be in trouble if we don't show up. Why? Ted's family and his relatives are gonna wonder what's wrong, right? Ted's parents died when he was young. Many of his relatives can't come because they live too far away. Instead, many people from work are coming. Most of the groom's relatives won't come. No one will care about you, so it won't be a problem if you don't show up. Oh, really? That's boring. Oh, that's right. I just thought of a good idea. What? I won't invite you to my wedding either. Okay, whatever. What? I don't expect you to invite us from the start, so don't bother. Bye. What's with that cold attitude? Ugh, it kind of pisses me off. Don't get carried away, you uggo. Nancy? Did you get my wedding reply? Yes, I got it yesterday. Thank you for sending it so quickly. We won't be attending. Okay, I understand. So only Mom and Dad will be attending as a family. I'm sorry, but neither Mom nor Dad can go to your wedding. What? Rejoice! We're getting married on the same day. The same day? That's right. Did you do it on purpose? Of course. I even made the time of the ceremony exactly the same as yours. Anna, what are you thinking? If you do that, Mom and Dad will be in trouble. Why would they be bothered? Of course Mom and Dad would come to my wedding. So stupid. Don't you think it's insane to intentionally pick the same date? Absolutely not. Does your husband know about this? Yes, he knows. When I told him that my sister's husband graduated from high school, he said it's hilarious that he can't even go to college nowadays. He agreed to my plan. You guys make a perfect couple. Anyway, we decided to have our wedding on the same day. I'll show you the difference. I think we should have it on a different day. You just want to harass me. You should think about the people who are going to attend. It would be better for those who will be attending if we have it on the same day. Instead of being invited to a simple ceremony of a couple at the bottom of the hierarchy, they'd be happier if they were invited to our gorgeous wedding than to some bottom-feeding couple's modest ceremony. If we have it on the same day, they don't have to pay for the reception twice. I see. Then I won't make room for you. Well, it's not just me and my husband who will be absent. I don't think anyone's going to your wedding. Sorry. It's going to be a lonely ceremony with none of our relatives attending. I'm so looking forward to the day. What? Don't come crying to me later. What are you talking about? Our parents won't be there and your sister won't be there. Why don't you just cancel your wedding? We won't cancel it. Even though there'll be no one? I wonder which one will be smaller. What? Nothing. Bye-bye. Hey, Nancy! What's going on? Anna, what do you want? I'm busy right before the wedding, so can we do this later? I mean, you are about to get married, right? Are you sure you want to chat now? No one's here! What? The ceremony is about to start and no one is coming. Mom and Dad aren't here either. Not a single relative or acquaintance is coming. Oh. Why? Nancy, you must know something. I thought I told everyone the date and venue properly. I don't know about your acquaintances, but all the relatives and Dad and Mom are coming over here too. What? Why? You knew this would happen, didn't you? You went to the trouble of picking the same date. They have no choice but to choose one or the other. But everyone should be coming to my side. Isn't it strange to prioritize the ugly you over the beautiful me? Who the heck cares if the bride is beautiful or ugly? The reason everyone came here is because my groom is Ted. Huh? My husband is an elite with a first-class college degree. How can he lose to Ted, a high school graduate? Unfortunately, it looks like everyone has to prioritize my side. What do you mean? Ted's company is Dad's company's business partner. He's the CEO. What? Huh? Wait a minute. Ted is the CEO? Yes, he is. Dad holds a very important position in his company. There's no way he could miss the wedding of the CEO of an important business partner. Ted worked for a company for a while after graduating from high school, and then started his own business. It was tough when he first started his business, but now it's a big company with over 200 employees. So you're the wife of the CEO? Yep. Why didn't you tell me? I've told you. Huh? I told you when I took Ted to our parents' house for the greeting. Did you? I haven't been home for a while. They didn't know Ted and I were dating. They were freaked out when they found out my fiancé is actually the CEO of Dad's business partner. But you were just looking down on and mocking him, even though Dad was trying to stop you. Was it so? It looked like you ignored Dad, but you didn't really notice him. Now that you mentioned it, I think he did say something about Ted running a company. Oh, so you were listening. But Ted just graduated from high school. I thought it was just a small business run by an individual. That's not true. Ted's company is bigger than Dad's. Then why did you say we should have the wedding on a different day? No matter how much Dad spoiled you, there's no way he could skip the wedding of the CEO of his important business partner. That's why I warned you so much, but you wouldn't listen to me. Because my goal was to have my wedding on the same day as yours. I knew you were just harassing me. I always need to be the center of attention more than you. You were so plain, even in your wedding dress. I couldn't stand you attracting more attention than me. Yikes. I thought I could ruin your wedding. I was sure Mom and Dad would prioritize my wedding. What a pity. Well, because of your rude attitude towards Ted at our parents' house, both Mom and Dad attended the ceremony feeling quite uneasy. Ted doesn't seem to mind at all anymore. They're talking happily now. Hey! Did you do that on purpose to get back at me? Of course not. You were the one who picked the same date in the first place. But it would be nice if at least one person came to my ceremony. Turned out you were sneaking around behind my back. You must be the one who made sure no one goes to my wedding. I'm not like you, Anna. I don't do dirty tricks like you do. I mean, didn't you know who was coming and who wasn't before the day of the wedding? You should have at least known they weren't going to be there today by looking at the RSVP's responses. I don't know. I didn't send any invitations. Huh? Then how did you announce the wedding? I announced the wedding on X. I also posted the date, time, and venue of the wedding. That's all? Isn't that enough? I mean, isn't it lame to send out paper invitations nowadays? It's a hassle, and you have to pay for postage. Just inform our parents and relatives by mouth. For the rest, it's enough to ask them to look at X. Then, did you get RSVP responses? I don't need that. If they follow me on X, they should come. Even if you say that, there are people who can't come. If they can't make it, shouldn't they have contacted me to let me know that they won't be coming? How can they notify you of their absence if they haven't been officially invited? Is that so? You remember the wedding invitations I sent, don't you? Invitations are like that for everyone. You also replied to my RSVP. Well, I had no choice but to do it because it came with a reply postcard. Basically, if you don't have that kind of communication, the other party won't think they're invited. Really? You're 25 years old and you don't even know that? I can't believe you felt like you invited someone you knew just because you announced it on X. Even Mom and Dad didn't tell you they were going to your wedding, did they? They looked dumbfounded when I told them I was getting married on the same day as you. They love me more than you. I believe that they would definitely come to mine. You're so self-centered, I'm speechless. But your husband's guests are coming, right? His parents said it was strange that there's no one on my side. So they sent all the guests who had come home. Well, I guess you'll have to cancel your ceremony then. I don't want to. We rented a gorgeous place for the ceremony. But you can't have a ceremony with 0 guests. Hey, Nancy, can't you send some of your guests from your ceremony to mine now? Huh? Because your wedding is a simple, low-budgeted ceremony anyway, right? Just cancel it today. Why don't you just do it another day? Are you stupid? Ted is the CEO of the company. He rented a big venue. There are many guests from work. Then tell Mom and Dad. Even if it's just Mom and Dad, tell them to come here. No can do. Well, I've got a wedding ceremony to go to, so bye-bye. Wait, Nancy! Nancy, is this a good time? I have a favor to ask you. What is it this time? I'm on my honeymoon. Can you please just listen to me? Make it quick. Can I borrow some money? What? The wedding hall charged us a cancellation fee. We can't pay that much ourselves. They're asking for $54,000. Your husband works for a prestigious company. Shouldn't he be able to pay that much? We didn't get a penny of the congratulatory gift we were expecting. Neither he nor I have any savings. It's impossible for both of us to pay it. Then why don't you ask Dad instead of me? He'll do anything you ask anyway. He won't help me either. He's still upset that I made fun of Ted. He says I almost cost his company money. He says he won't lend me a single penny. I see. Even Dad gave up on you this time. It's not funny. My in-laws were also shocked that the wedding was canceled. They won't help us. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, please, Nancy. Can you lend me $54,000? Your husband is the CEO. He can afford $54,000, right? I'll pay you back later, I promise. Just help me out. I don't want to. Why not? We're family, right? I don't consider you as family. You disrespected the man I married and tried to ruin our wedding. Oh no! Oh, Ted wants to see me, so I'd better be going. Wait! Bye. Wait, Nancy! Nancy! What awaited my sister and her husband, who were trying to ruin my wedding, was a tragic end. They both went into debt to pay the cancellation fee for the ceremony. Shortly thereafter, her husband quit his job. His company found out that they were trying to marry on my wedding date to harass me. When his colleagues began to treat him coldly, he handed in his resignation. After that, he was unable to get a new job. They are now living on my sister's earnings and desperately trying to pay off their debts. Perhaps because of this, she lost lots of weight and looked 10 years older than she was before. She used to be so confident about her appearance, but I can only say that I feel sorry for her. As for me, I am happily living with my newly married husband. I've had a hard time in the family I was born and raised in. From now on, I would like to build a happy family with my husband.